What happens if you win the diversity visa program and you are already in the United States, or you are planning to come to the United States as a student or as a visitor, and you are already the V lottery winner? You have other type of visa already, and you are traveling here. What the steps and the processes are there for someone who has won the diversity visa and is already in the United States? I'm going to answer this one because it is a very big confusion for other people. And I want to make sure that you don't have that confusion, to make it easier for you. I responded in detail to some of the comments about this topic, but I said the best way, let me go also make a video to clarify some of this one. So if you win the DV lottery or diversity visa program, either you are in the United States or outside, the process will be different. Majority of people who have won the DV lottery are outside the United States. For that particular case, you hear over and over we talk about DS-260, DS-260, which is a visa form. But we usually don't talk much about people who are already in the United States. If you are outside the United States, you are processing under Department of State. I want to give the different departments and which department is responsible for what. The US embassies and consulates around the world are managed by the Department of State. When I say department, I mean a ministry. In our British English, we say Ministry of State is Foreign Affairs. So we don't have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we call it the Department of State. So Department of State or Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in that context, if it will be easier for you to understand, is the one responsible for foreign affairs, including the embassies and consulates. So if you are outside the United States, this department, this ministry is the one in charge of. That's why the form you are going to fill is called DS, which is abbreviation of the Department of State. You have to fill the DS-260, the visa form, which you are going to fill. Immigrant visa form, DS, Department of State form number 260. When you fill that form, in one of the items of that particular form, which is a very important part, is the location where you are going to attend the visa interview. And the location which will be there, it is the US embassy or consulates in the country you want to do the interview. Some people are in their own countries, some people are outside their countries. So if you are in your country, you put, for instance, you are in Tanzania, it will be the name of the city where the embassy is, which will be Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. If you are in Kenya, it will give the location of Nairobi, Kenya. Some countries don't have the immigrant visa interview, like in Uganda, by default it will come to Kenya, Nairobi. If you are in Burundi, it will come to Kenya. So if you are in Ghana, it will say Accra, because that is where the embassy is. But if you are in the United States already, yes, you can fill the DS-260 form, but there is no location of the interview within the DS-260 form within the United States, because there is no US embassy within the US country. There is no Tanzanian embassy in Tanzania. If you are in Tanzania, if you are in Kenya, if you are in Uganda, if you are in Nigeria, if you are in whatever country you are, there is no embassy of your country inside the country. Rather, there is Homeland Affairs or Interior or Ministry of whatever you call it, but some countries they call Home Affairs or Ministry of Interior. That will be dealing with immigration. So the immigration department in your country is different with Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the same way as in the United States. So when you fill the visa form, DS-260, while you are the winner you're already in the United States, you'll fill the entire form, but the location, you'll say, I'm in the United States. So for that particular case, you have to fill another form. You will submit that form, which will go to KCC. But once you submit, then you wait. Whether KCC they request for the documents, you will submit the documents, but you will not have interview. Because where are you going to have the interview? The interview will be within the immigration in the United States. So the immigration in the United States is not owned or is not under the Department of State. Is under the Homeland Security. It is under the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. Once you cross the border at the port of entry in the United States, once you cross that border, you are no longer dealing from the embassy. It's just the Department of State. But after arriving at the port of entry, you are no longer dealing with the Department of State any longer. You are going to deal with the Homeland Security, where they deal with the immigration, customs, and all other things. So, at that particular case, you wait until your case number is available or is valid under the timeline for the interview. For instance, your case number is AF maybe 2000. Your interview is supposed to be in October or November. When they produce the visa bulletin and your number is within that range, that is the time you are going to fill the form for the interview, to request for the interview, which is called the Adjustment of Status Form. I-485. Adjustment of Status Form. Any person who is in the United States, already in the United States, for whatever reason, whether it be by work, whether you are asylum, whether you are refugee, whether you won the lottery, whether you are married, whether your father or your child is sponsoring you, it doesn't matter what reason, as long as you are in the United States for whatever visa you have, in order to move from that visa to green card, you must do adjustment of status. You have to adjust. And the adjustment of status, you all must fill this visa form, is called I-485. Any person you are already in the United States, you are no longer filling the form DS, Department of State. You are filling the form I, which is immigration form, but immigration is under Homeland Security, under United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. So you will fill, once your number is within the range of the visa bulletin to be processed, then you are going to fill the visa, you're going to fill the I-485 adjustment of status. When you fill that one, obviously you have to do the medical. When you fill that one, on part 2 of that form, to be exactly on page 7 and page 8, they are reasoning why are you going to apply. What do you qualify? And on 1G item of part 2, there is a reason of diversity visa. So you tick, because the reason will be, are you married to a US citizen? Are you processed by work? Are you refugee or asylum? Are you Puerto Rican, the Cuban refugee? There is a certain situation about Cuba. Are you this one? And then on 1G, which is page 8 of that form, it says diversity visa lottery winner. You tick that one. That is the reason you are applying for. So you don't need any sponsorship. You fill that form, and obviously you have to do the medical, and you submit. Because you submit from the location you are, in the city where you are, automatically that is the city where the interview will be held. So then your application will no longer be processed by the KCC, because KCC will be processing you to go to the embassy, but you're already in the United States. So the Homeland Security, immigration will be able to process that one. You'll do your interview schedule just like someone who is doing the interview by marriage within the United States. That's how the process is. So you can fill the DS-260, you submit, but there is no visa location. In that way, you say you'll do adjustment by filling the other form. So once the visa form, your visa is available, the visa bulletin is out, you are going to fill the adjustment of status. You have to adjust, just like a person who is married, who is already in the United States. That is process if you win and you are in the United States. So let's say you fill the visa form, DS-260, you are outside, and then you come here as a student while you are waiting, you have to change the location that you are now in the United States to process. But remember, at the time you are processing, you must be not illegal, because if you are illegal, they will deny you the visa. That's very, very important.